quick update from the overnight. The wind event never produced, which was really good news. The fire maintains itself at 62 acres. There's been minimal, if any, spread. We expect the footprint to look largely the same. Fire managers have asked the state MMA aircraft to do an overflight again this morning so we can get another footprint and an aerial view of where the fire's at. It is still 50% contained. Firefighters are going to work really hard today, try and get a lot of water up on the fire. It's very dry there. I think I mentioned last night one of the firefighters said that it feels like June up there. It's just there's no moisture. They will have some air operations going. It will not be as dramatic as yesterday. They'll have one Type 3 helicopter doing bucket drops as needed. The plan for today is there's about 50 fire apparatus that will be up and around the fire area. You have about 180 firefighters that will be active within that zone. The hottest part of the fire is still in that northwest quadrant where it started, up by Sunshine Canyon, Timber Lane, that general area. They're going to work on trying to mop up as they go. Even though we're at still 50% containment as the formal number, they do have line all the way around the fire in some form or another. So it could be hand line, it could be a road, it could be a slurry drop from yesterday. So they do have lines around the entire perimeter of the fire.
I've lived here for almost 30 years, and this is the 5th time I've had to pack up and evacuate like this. This is by far the closest time the fire ever came to our houses, and each time you pack up and evacuate, you get less stuff. You know, the first time we brought everything out but the refrigerator, and the last time I'm coming out with a gym bag.
With respect to the mandatory evacuation order, we are going to look at modifying that this morning. Firefighters are fairly comfortable with where the fire is at now to allow residents to go back home sometime this morning. There are a number of firefighters. I think I mentioned 180 will be active in that area, probably on this side of the fire. So it'll be really congested. So once all the fire apparatus are in the perimeter of the fire and they're able to clean the roads up, we're going to open it to residents only. Residential access will be allowed through there, but no one else while firefighter operations are ongoing today. We expect when we allow that entry to reoccur, the mandatory evacuation order will be lifted completely. So if people live on the Boulder Canyon side of the fire, they'll be welcome to come and go out. The only restrictions we'll have are in Sunshine Canyon as far as residential access. At that same time, we'll lift the pre-evacuation notices. There was a certain part of Boulder between about 4th and Broadway from Mapleton all the way down to Canyon that was on pre-evacuation status, as well as Pine Brook Hills. Those will be rescinded as well.
It was funny, I came out of the house about 1:30 when I smelled all the smoke, and there were about a dozen younger people, maybe in their early 20s, walking down the street. They were definitely in party mode. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not, no way to tell, but when the nights are warm, there's a lot of people in these foothills from the city of Boulder. They come up and it's warm and they sit outside and party and up on Red Rocks, and you can hear that living right below this. And it's pretty common to see a lot of people up there all night long.
The fire, I believe, started on Boulder Open Space and Mountain Parks property. There's a lot of social trails, hiking trails, things in the area. Centennial Trailhead is just right west of us. I know and am aware that there are transient camps on occasion. I don't know the number or the frequency or any issues that specifically occur there.